Dennis is a former, or I should say he is a veteran, former warrior. He served in the Air Force Junior ROTC from 1969 and 1971. He's an active duty Navy for 4 years. His service-connected disabled veteran and has used VA Home Loan Guarantee. He graduated from the University of South Florida, business degree. He was a member of the Peace Corps Volunteers, Papua New Guinea for 3 years. His Veterans Administration service for 5 years. He served the Florida Department of Veterans Affairs now for 20 years. He is presently the Orlando, Florida Department of Veterans Affairs, FDVA, Supervisor, Division of Veterans Benefits and Assistance. He's retired Coast Guard Reservist Chief for 20 years. Totally 24 years of military service and 25 years with a VA benefit experience. And Dennis, you don't look that old, but please, we welcome you. We welcome you. Thank you for being here.
Has everyone got books here? I want to make sure everyone has a book. Okay. Well, I work for the Florida Department of Veterans Affairs. I assist veterans in obtaining all VA benefits, from education to disability, burial, home loan, all VA benefits. How many people here are from Florida? All right. How many veterans do we have here? Anyone from there? Anybody else from the Coast Guard? Anyone from the Army? A couple of the Navy? Air Force? All right. Well, I wore every uniform but the Army, so that's what that talk was all about. I'm here in Orlando. I'm the supervisor for the Central Florida, and I assist people in obtaining benefits. Some of those benefits is the home loan guarantee, you know, that certificate that veterans need. Well, the first thing a veteran needs is a DD-214. That's the ticket to get all your benefits. As long as they have that discharge paper, and it should be honorable discharge, they're able to get a certificate of eligibility. Up here it says VA does not lend money. Well, the VA doesn't lend money, they just guarantee it. Basically, if you default on a loan, the VA pays the person who loans it, you know, the bank, pays the bank off, and then we go after the vet. But anyway, VA guarantees loans that are made by private lenders, such as banks, loans, associated, I don't do that stuff. Veterans must qualify with a lending company. They must qualify. I know some of these veterans who would get out after 4 years, they would like to have that $1 million home. Well, maybe their income or their job doesn't support that. So again, they all have to qualify with a lender to buy that house. Look at this. To use the VA loan, you can purchase a new home, a used home, a manufactured home, a condo. Let me tell you what you can't buy. In my time, and you heard that story, well, I bought a sailboat, a 42-foot sailboat, and I called the VA and said, hey, I'd like to buy a sailboat using my home loan guarantee. And they said no, because it was too transitory, because a pull-up anchor goes someplace else. They needed that asset anchored down. But you can buy any type of house. And you can even use it for repairs, this home loan guarantee. You know, during a couple of years ago, about 5 or 6 years ago, we had those 2 hurricanes. Again, you can use your home loan to buy a house, a new house, a used house. Dealing with vets with disability, you know, I didn't tell that part. I'm a disabled vet also. You heard I was probably during Vietnam. I was on 2 aircraft carriers when I was in the Navy, and I was on a hangar deck, and I just happened to get hit by something, and I broke my leg. So I'm a disabled vet. Because of my fractured leg, it was on active duty. Well, when I bought my house, well, I was always looking for a house that had 1 floor. I didn't walk upstairs because my leg kills me to walk upstairs. It hurts when I walk downstairs, so I was looking for a single-level house. And that's what most veterans do. If they have injuries like that, they don't want to go up and down stairs. So most vets I know who have disabilities with their legs, they don't want to go up and down stairs. So that was the reason for a single-family home, single-level home. for the VA, for a veteran to get a home loan, they need a certificate of eligibility. You have been on active duty, but this is also for the reserves and National Guard. Apply with a certificate with a lender, and you may, and you can use it as many times as you like. Before I go further than this, I just want to explain some of this stuff to you. You all know what a 26-1880 is? If you're a realtor, that's the application for a home loan certificate by the VA. It's a simplest form that the VA has. Basically, you fill out the name and address, you submit it to the VA, then the veteran will get a certificate of eligibility. That is what they need at closing. Most houses don't close within 30 days. Is that correct? So if they don't close in 30 days, this only takes about 10 days to get, at the most, 10 days, or you can get it in like 3 days. So you have lots of time, once you speak to a vet, how to apply for a home loan. Some of these vets, older vets, may have a certificate, and it was issued to them in 1960. Well, even though it may only say $11,000 guarantee, the VA is going to use the current rate. My original certificate of eligibility said $23,000, but I'm eligible for the full amount of today, from $46,000 to $400,000. So, you know, it doesn't matter if it's an old one, it's still good. Because I actually work for the VA. I work for the state of Florida, but I used to work for the VA in home loan guarantee. So, not a misconception there. If you look at this book between pages 53 and 60, you don't have to, but between 53 and 63, it talks about home loan guarantee for veterans. It talks about funding fee. Funding fee is where a disabled vet doesn't have to pay a funding fee when they purchase a house, which is a good thing. You know, vets like that. That's one of the incentives for veterans to purchase a house. We also have HUD Vet, where it helps vets find adapted housing. We have HISA grants for ramps. You know, it's all available for veterans. The VA basically guarantees 25% of the loan. So if the house costs $100,000, the VA guarantees 25% loan. In turn, they can, you know, they fund everything. All right, so they guarantee 25%. The house is never sold less value today, not like a couple years ago. All right. Oh. In the state of Florida, I'm going to talk about a little bit about the state of Florida. This book right here, it talks about the state of Florida. Every state has different benefits, so, but I'm going to talk about, anyone from Texas here? Well, if you're from Texas, they still have land grants. And anyone from Illinois? Well, in Illinois, they let you go to college for free. And if you're from Alabama, don't be ashamed. Actually, if you're from Alabama, if you're a disabled vet, your children and your spouse go to college for free, so that's all good. In the state of Florida, if you're rated 10% or higher, you get additional $5,000 tax exemption. That's a good thing. Now, the other part, which I always point out, if you're a disabled vet, you just go to any state park, and they give you a lifetime pass to all the state parks. Not Disney, but all the state parks. There's 160 state parks where if you know a veteran who's disabled, they get in free, and everybody in their car gets in free. So that's a good thing. We help veterans with education. I just talked about state parks right there, and I talked about Alabama. If you ever have any questions, that number 1-800-BUSY, 1-800-827-1000 is a good source. If you're sitting in Alabama, it's going to put you in Mobile. If you're sitting in Georgia, it's going to put you in Decatur. If you're in Florida, it's going to put you in St. Petersburg. But no matter where you're at, that's a good number. Because if you call it, you can always talk to someone if you have any questions. The last thing I want to talk about, if you ever have questions, if you know a vet, make sure they don't do their stuff themselves. If you want to do it yourself, just tell them to go up to their garden and get the biggest rock and just slam it on their foot, because that's how much help they get. They should seek assistance from a veteran advocate. There's the DAV, there's the VFW, there's the American Legion, there's all the state offices, there's all the county offices. you know, we're there to help vets. We've been through this program, and we know how to help vets obtain their benefits. And for those veterans, thank you for your service. Thank you.
Thank you.